So first of all, we'll draw that box plot. And this box plot is going to be based on the differences between the samples. So we're only using these values here. We're not going to use any other values at all, really. We're only using these differences. And so those differences, we'll want to find the 5-number summary. And to find the 5-number summary, remember that the 5-number summary just stands for the minimum, first quartile, median, third quartile, and maximum. This came up in Chapter 3. You can find these values by hand. For now, though, I'm just going to review how you'd find them using a calculator. So on your Casio calculator, you would go to your stat window. You would enter in all of those differences into list 1, and then select Calc, which is F2. You might have to go to Set and scroll down to 1 var and Frequency and select 1. And then you go to Exit. But ultimately you choose 1 var, which is F1. And then when you scroll down, you'll get all of these results. And then for the TI-83 and 84, you go to Stat, go to Edit, enter the differences into list L1, then go back to Stat, select Calc, go to 1 var Stats, put L1, leave your frequency list blank, and then hit Enter. And so when you do that, the 5-number summary comes out to a minimum of -13, Q1 is -10, the median is -6.5, Q3 is -1, and the maximum is 6. The next thing that we'll need when drawing a box plot is the interquartile range, which is just Q3 minus Q1. So that's going to be -1 minus -10, which comes out to 9. The next thing we'll have to do is calculate the lower and upper fences. These are the formulas for the lower fence and upper fence. Q1 minus 1.5 times the IQR. That comes out to -23.5. And then the upper fence is Q3 plus 1.5 times the IQR, so -1 plus 1.5 times 9. That comes out to positive 12.5. And the reason for calculating these lower and upper fences is to find out if you have any outliers in the data. These are the fences, and I'm going to go back to our data and see if there are any values that are either lower than the lower fence or higher than the upper fence. So here is the original data up here. Doing a quick comparison, there are no values that are outside these fences. All of these values are contained within these fences, and that means that there are no outliers. And finally, the last thing is to construct the box plot. So when you draw the box plot, you want to make a number line below it, and then start by drawing the box. So the left side of the box is the value of Q1. The middle of the box is the median. And then the right side of the box is Q3. And then the whiskers will go out to the maximum and the minimum value that are within the fences. And these are both within the fences, so in this case it just goes down to the minimum, which was -13, and then it goes up to the maximum, which was 6. So the point of doing this box plot is that it can confirm visually the conclusion that we got in our hypothesis test. Looking at this box plot, the main part of the box plot, the box itself, is entirely below 0, showing that most of these sample differences are negative. They're mostly below 0. And this agrees with the conclusion of our hypothesis test, which showed that there was evidence to support this alternative hypothesis, which was that the mean of the differences is less than 0. In other words, this box plot agrees and confirms our conclusion that there is enough evidence to conclude that the mean memory test score after a night of no sleep is lower than the mean memory test score after a night of full sleep.